William Murigi from Kenya. I'll be taking you through the session on current trends in science communication. But before we start on trends, we would like to know what is science communication. We have been talking about science communication, but we don't know what is this thing we are talking about. So we can start by defining science communication, of which it is an act of disseminating scientific knowledge in a clear, engaging, and accessible manner to a larger audience. When I say larger audience, I mean if you're a scientist and you want to communicate to the general public, that is now our larger audience. The next thing is, do we need science communication? Is it important? According to you, is science communication important? We need to know what scientists are doing. Once they have the findings, we need to know about the findings. If they don't tell us, we won't know what they have been doing and the findings, about their findings. So, when it comes to science communication, I know I'm one of the millennials, and for long I've been thinking this is something that started yesterday or a few years ago, but this is not the truth. Science communication has evolved from formal, exclusive forums to now what we have: inclusive, engaging, and interactive platforms. Today, especially now with the integration of the digital technology, social media, and multimedia content, this has democratized access to scientific knowledge, making it even more accessible and engaging for diverse audiences worldwide. Is this thing working? Okay, I can't see. Anyway, let me just use this. Looking at the evolution of science communication started way back in the 17th and 17th century. This is when scientists were using lectures, public lectures and demonstrations, and this was known as a public lectures and demonstration era to share or to disseminate their findings. Then we came 19th century. This is when science societies, the journals started. This is known as Science Society and Journals era. This is when formation of scientific societies like lawyer societies and the publication of peer-reviewed journals formalized the dissemination of scientific knowledge. Initially, we have seen public lectures and demonstration was what scientists were using. Now we have introduced science societies and journals. Then in 20th century, introduction of mass media. This is mass media era. Okay, I don't know what is happening with my mic. With this era, scientists started to use radio, televisions to disseminate science knowledge to the masses. Currently, we are in 21st century, which is known as digital era. The rise of internet has revolutionized access and dissemination of scientific knowledge. Today, scientists are not only using mass media, but they have also embraced social media. Social media is platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagrams. The social media platforms have allowed scientists and institutions to reach broader audiences. Apart from now the social media, scientists are also using blogs and podcasts. I think everybody understands about podcasts. It is a new emerging platform for journalism, and it is picking up well. So scientists have now turned to blogs and podcasts because these platforms are giving them enough space and airtime to discuss scientific topics in depth. This shift towards digital platform has enabled immediate access to scientific knowledge and development. Unlike before, when we used to wait until the TVs and our radios give us the information. YouTube is another platform that the scientists have embraced. Nowadays we have channels such as SubScience. These channels are run by experts, that is science experts. They are covering a wide range of topics and have fantastic animation. Remember, we said we have to visualize. If we don't visualize these things, some audiences might be left out. So these channels are doing this to help viewers understand the complex topics. We also have educational platforms like TED Talks, which features scientists explaining their work. All this has helped us, has helped the scientists break down the information to ensure that they are able to reach the wider audience. Because initially we used only to do mass media, but now we have this other information. Apart from those, we have also seen something coming up, science communication trainings. These are training programs that are increasingly becoming important in equipping scientists and researchers with skills necessary to effectively share their knowledge with a broader audience. Not every scientist is a communicator. So we are equipping the scientists, through the science communication trainings, they are being equipped with the skills to ensure that at least they now have the knowledge about science communication. That is from public speaking to media engagement to writing the press releases okay, sorry. Writing press releases and digital content creation. Because without, nowadays, social media and digital platforms are the key. There is also something that scientists are doing. This is another significant trend in science communication, which is data visualization. There is increased focus on visual aids like infographics, and scientists have realized that it is very hard to communicate their findings to non-technical audience, and that's why they have turned to data visualization. They are now using visual storytelling to enhance understanding and retention. Advanced tools of data visualization and infographics have made complex data available, more understandable and appealing. This method actually is not only about making science interesting, but also making it relatable, understandable to non-specialists. However, despite this progress, science communication has made significant strides in reaching diverse audiences through digital and social media platforms. But despite this progress, it continues to grapple with pervasive issues of misinformation and disinformation. False information has been spreading rapidly, undermining public understanding and trust in scientific facts. So that's why some people don't even trust our scientists. For example, people are saying scientists want to kill us with their GMOs. It is not their GMOs. GMOs are for all of us. The misinformation part of it is a challenge, and this challenge is not only hampering the efforts of scientists and communicators, but it is also posing a threat to public health and safety. We need to address this misinformation because addressing it is crucial for maintaining the credibility of science communication and ensuring that accurate and reliable information prevails. Another challenge about science communication is accessibility and inclusivity. Ensuring that science communication is accessible and inclusive to diverse audiences remains a challenge. Barriers such as language, I think scientists can understand these, and that's why we need to do translations. Socioeconomic status, education levels, and cultural differences have been preventing many people from engaging with scientific content. Now that we have seen the trends, where the science communication started and where we are today, as I conclude, I would like to say, there is this person known as Carl Sagan who once said, "We are living in a society fully dependent on science and technology." Yet, very few of us know about science and technology. Because of that, and because of this training, it is now our responsibility to change that. We need to use the tools and strategies that we have discussed from yesterday to today to make science accessible, engaging, and relevant to everyone. By doing so, we will not only be informing, but also empowering people to make informed decisions and inspire the next generation of scientists and innovators. I would like to thank you all for being part of this journey and for your commitment to advancing science communication. Together, we can create a more informed and enlightened world. Thank you.